Life has a way of finding its rhythm again. After the hospital and everything that came with it, the routine here at Big Sky slowly settles back in. But routine doesn't have to mean repetitive. Sometimes it simply creates a space for the unexpected. A quiet night in one of the safari tents, a day out with an old school friend at the Wales and West photography show, and a reminder that there are some jobs here I'm more than happy to leave to someone else. So let's see where this week takes us. Right, well, good afternoon, and after a very dull start to the day, but a nice long walk with Molly, it's good to see the sun out, and I just thought I'd bring you up here because this is actually the quietest we've been since opening. No one here, not even a camper, no glamper, which is good, I guess. It gives us a little bit of a break and allows us to reset everything. Obviously shit for business, but it has been fairly hectic up to now. And what I thought I'd do is I'm going to make use of these tents. And so tonight and each night for the rest of the week, I'm just going to go and sleep in all the different tents here because I've still not done it. I've never slept in a bell tent, safari tent, yurt or anything like that. So yeah, I thought for this episode we'll try new sleeping quarters and see how they all feel. Like, the van has been brilliant, and I'm still here. Hang on, I'll spin you around again at the risk of making you dizzy. So I'm still here on the stable yard. And I've just come up to make a coffee actually because I'm busy editing the the video leaving Portugal and getting to France and ending the European tour. I've been stuck on it for so long. So I've decided to have a crack on that today and get that out for tomorrow. As you would have seen, a lot of you anyway, in the shorts, you know the reasons for the delay, or some of them anyway. I can't just use hospital and my heart and stuff like that as the only excuse, because that would be bullshit. A lot of it has been motivation and just lacking the desire to do that final edit. But I'm pretty much 3/4 of the way through, and so feeling a lot better about it. It's midday, I think, on Monday, and I'm planning to get it out tomorrow. So hopefully, yes, it'll be out tomorrow. If not, I owe Graham a bottle of whiskey, so I definitely need to get it out for tomorrow, whatever shape it's in. But yeah, I've come up now, have a bit of a break, grab a coffee, and then we'll go back down and do a little bit more editing. Apart from that, recovery is going well. So I'm now, it was this time last Monday, I had the operation. Recovery is brilliant. Had a longer walk this morning, so about 7k, no issues with the heart, nothing. And it just feels super relaxed. And I've been tracking it at night with the Garmin watch I wear to bed and all the sleep statistics. And it's incredible, absolutely incredible. My resting heart rate is down. My sort of ambient heart rate throughout the day, just walking around and stuff like that, is down. I'm not feeling any flutters, no little twinges. There's been, actually that's not quite true. There's been one or two, but not through anything other than just, it is what it is. And that could happen for the next 3 months as the heart resets itself and gets used to the fact it hasn't got those spurious electrical nodes anymore. Anyway, that's me going off at a tangent, waffling. So yeah, I'm back. Bloody hell. Right, here we are. The office for the day. Yeah, I've spent probably 2 and a bit hours in here already. Still a long way to go in terms of the finished article or the finished video, but yeah, we're getting through it. Hey, good evening. It's 7:05 and I've literally just finished editing. I started this morning about 10 o'clock, I think. So it's been a long day, and I was a little bit rusty and a little bit of this, that and the other, so yeah, it took me probably slightly longer than normal. I just need to watch it through now, and then I think, hopefully, I've got a video to go. And I did say that this evening I would start spending a night in different tents. To be honest, I can't be arsed. I've literally just got back from the shop. I bought some sushi and a couple of beers. I'm going to watch the video back now for the final time before then starting the upload and everything else to YouTube, which on the signal I got here takes an eternity anyway. And then I'm just going to chill out for the evening. I can't be fucked to strip that bed and then go and make a bed up in a tent. I'll do that shit tomorrow, because this will be all done. It'll be uploaded, set for viewing, I don't know, 4 or 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, whatever. And it just gives me the whole day to prep. Anyway, yeah, so that's where I am. So I'm just going to chill out for the evening now, and catch you tomorrow. Right, it's now 9:15, and that's now saving as an uploadable file. And so I'm just going to go across towards the fire pit and see if there's any sunset to be had. Well, there's your answer. There's a little bit of colour in the sky, I guess, in the clouds, but yeah, it's too much of a cloud base really down at the horizon level, so yeah, I think that's probably as good as we're going to get tonight. Well, good afternoon. What another corker of a day. Right, parked there for the moment, because as a continuation of yesterday, where I failed miserably to sleep in the safari tent after that full day of editing, I'm going to do it today. So I've chosen to come to this one, the upper one, which is called Little Oak. And yeah, I'll come up with all my bedding very shortly. I'm going to leave the van there just so it's more accessible for the things I might need later on. Right, so this one is Charity. Hello. Hello. And the other one is Dazzle. So Charity's a little bit older than Dazzle. Dazzle is the one that Vicky rides. Hello. But he is a little bit shy. I have fed him apples, but yeah, I'm not the greatest of horsey people anyway. I'll tell you a story about that some other time. Oh, look at them, poor buggers. Bloody flies. Even for me, walking this morning, it was an absolute pain. Especially on the walking on the Cotswold Way in these top fields. Bloody horse flies. And they do give a bit of a nip. Pretty painful nip, actually. And draw blood, little buggers. Anyway, right. Let's install ourselves. Yeah, so I'll pop back to the van in a minute and get some creature comforts, coffee machine. There's no electric up here actually, but like I did for my friends from Turriff when they come down a couple of weeks ago, I'll bring my thingamajig in here, the EcoFlow, and use that. Yeah, so it's not in use at the moment, this. It's all been stripped down. Oh, there you go, view out the back to the horses. I'll bring my book in and maybe just sit out there on the picnic table and read for an hour or two. Like I say, yesterday was a fairly, not strenuous day, not by any stretch of the imagination. Sat down all day in front of a bloody computer editing, but it was still taxing all the same, and I hope when that's released in 2.5 hours that it was very much worth it. And that's episode 70, and it's just one of those things I had to get off off my mind, off my chest. I wanted to wrap up that whole European trip with my thoughts and reflections on the whole thing, and van life, or this life with a van as a whole. And so it was very much worth it. And now it's sort of everything, all the content from there on in is all here now in the UK. And I'm only about 3 episodes behind because obviously I took a month off, near enough. Some of it because I'd lost my way a bit with editing, and just, I suppose, the video editing version of writer's block. I just couldn't find the way to finish that one video, to edit that video. And likewise, apart from this now, I've really picked up this camera since I've been here. I haven't found how to do it, if that makes sense. I think I've figured it out now, or kinda, but we'll see. Anyway, right, let me go and get all my stuff, make the bed, get a few things in, and then relax. May even have a beer. I know what you're thinking. After all the time I've been here, which is now just over 2 months, I may have got a little bit quicker at making beds. I'm afraid not. It's still a bugger of a job. Don't like it. But it's easier there than in the bloody van, I can assure you of that. Alrighty, there we go. The finished article. Yeah, now times that by lots, and that's what my average turnover day looks like, as well as scrubbing the whole kitchen area, sweeping the floors, mopping the floors, hoovering the floors, doing the decking. So yeah, it's a pretty drawn out affair, and it takes me roughly, regardless of whether it's one of these or if it's either a bell tent or the yurt, on average I take, I don't know, about hour and a quarter, hour and 20 minutes to clean a tent. Right before I get settled in with a beer and a book, I thought I'd just do the last bit of admin. It's one thing glamping and camping and all that, but yeah, I'm just too used to my creature comforts now. And yeah, I'm not going to be without a coffee machine or having to walk. Actually, I'm being lazy. The van, or you can just see the top of it. The van is literally just by there in the car park. Oh, well, that wasn't on the cards. Little bit of rain. Although it's a bit like the van, really. The sound of it coming off the canvas is just incredible. How you doing, Moles? Why are you sitting in the rain, you daft dog? Honestly, she really does make me wonder sometimes. Good girl. Good girl. Well, good evening. It's not looking great, if I'm honest. There's still, I don't know, probably just over an hour and a quarter maybe, till sunset. Well, I'm afraid the sunset never happened, and I didn't think it was going to be, having looked at it earlier, and the cloud base. But hey, we do have some external lights on, which are helping. They come on automatically with the sensor and the solar panel. Be interesting to see how this feels, actually. I'm already all out of sorts, not being in the van, because when I'm in the van, I'm so used to it now. Everything is to hand. And even though I've brought a few things across here, so the EcoFlow and the coffee machine, then a torch, then a head torch, then I had to go back and get something else, then a bottle of water. Yeah, I'm so used to having everything to hand that all of a sudden, even though I'm only like 50 meters, 60 meters away from the van, it's now just such an inconvenience. Although on the bright side, the space here is just incredible. And I think if you're planning to come away to something like this and you're bringing all your stuff with you, then it makes perfect sense. But for me, trying to just use this for like half a day and then sleep in here whilst I've got my whole setup just there. It's a little bit more awkward. Good morning. Well, the first immediate difference between this bloody tent and my van is that the light just pours through the canvas. Oh, Molly's up on the bed. It's the first time in an absolute age that Molly's been up on a bed because it's accessible for her. Yeah, but it's only 5:30 in the morning, so yes, light and all the rest of it. But yeah, great sleep. I think I'll go back to the van at some point though. Well, someone clearly likes sleeping in here. Let's get a coffee on the go, I think. Well, it's been a while since I've used this setup. Oh, the sound of life. Where would we be without coffee? Well, that's definitely brightened up a bit. It's, yeah, I think that's it. According to the app, anyway. That's the last of the rain for today. Right, final coffee. And I've pretty much decamped from the safari tent. And I'm about to get on with the day. And I think my final thoughts on... I know I've only spent one night in here, but I have spent a couple of months actually working around these things, so I'm in and out of them quite often, and I would say I'm pretty much a firm advocate now of I won't have bricks and mortar again. I won't pay for bricks and mortar again. Whether I end up in that is a different matter, but something like this is a livable space. This is a space I could make home in. Absolutely, I've already do it in a bloody van, for crying out loud. This, I don't know, it's light, it's airy and all the rest of it. This particular tent isn't winterized, so if I eventually settle one day and it's in a temperate climate, then this probably wouldn't be adequate. It also has no position for a log burner. But with a winterized tent, and I think they come with a double canvas skin, and I'm not sure about insulation, but I should imagine it's got something, and a hole for a wood burner, something like that. I'd happily buy a couple of acres of land with forestry or whatever, a little bit of woodland, and a babbling brook. You've got to have a babbling brook, and put one of these on there. I would be as happy as a pig in shit. Literally, that's all I'd require. Right, so there's one job on this site that I don't do. I leave Vicky to have all the glory for this one, and that's changing over the compost bins. Yep, Jojo, here she comes, looking really happy. So basically, what we've got is weekly bins that we change, and then that's put into a big thing for composting down. But you can't just have one big one there all the time. Yeah, so this is Vicky's job, and she loves it.
My favourite job. Yeah.
Yes, buckets of shit are not in the job remit for me, I'm afraid.
No.
Well, I've got some guests here with me at the moment. That one's Dazzle. That's the skittish mental one. Although they're all mental, they're horses, I just don't like them. And then in the corner we got Charity, and basically they're in because the horse flies are just absolutely mental at the moment. Even cutting the grass last night, mowing the grass, had like about half a dozen of them hanging off my legs at one point. So yeah, so the horses have been brought in just to protect them a little bit, really. So yeah, it's mind you, I suppose, even though it's very busy, I guess all the time is taken up preparing the site, so cleaning the communal block and getting all the tents ready and the bedding changed over. That's what takes the time. Once families are actually in, I'd probably sweep out the communal room and give the toilets a once over, maybe twice, 3 times a day, depending on weather. More when it's a bit wet and muddy. But other than that, it's fairly chilled out. And so to that end, tomorrow, Saturday, I'm off to Newport, the ICC Centre in Newport, to a photography show with a good mate of mine from school, Anthony. So that'll all be a bit of fun. And I'll catch you probably, at some point tomorrow. Morning. Right, we're on our way to Abergavenny, where I'll drop Molly off and then get picked up by my good mate Anthony to head off to the photography show down in Newport, which actually I'm really looking forward to. One, mostly I think, is just to have a day away doing something totally different. I kind of hope I don't buy anything down there, or that'll be everything I've earned or will earn this summer gone in an instant. So I'll try and be good and not treat myself to anything new and shiny. Tony didn't want the pink sprinkles, didn't want the donut, went healthy with a blueberry muffin. Give him a wave, Tone.
When you're filming, you can use motion and camera movements to actually...
Yeah, okay. That's some cue. We got you just in time.
And with that, we were on our way. Happy to report that my hands stayed firmly wrapped around my wallet in my pocket.
Right, that's this one collected. We're all back and safe from the camera convention. And we're just about to make our way now back up to Big Skies and get back on site and back into the routine of things. Good evening. Well, Sunday afternoon, or Sunday evening actually, and the following is happening. So that's just been lit. I've got a big fat boy steak to go on there and a pack of sausages for me and Molly. So almost everyone has gone. We've basically got 2 bell tent glampers and 1 camper, and that's it, and no screaming kids. Oh, life is good again. And I like these moments. I do like the busy stuff, don't get me wrong. It keeps me on my toes. And it also gives me something to do. But once all that's died down and everybody's gone home, I feel a lot better. And just going to have some barbecue food now, bit of salad, a couple of beers, and I think that's it. Then we'll hit next week running. I'll catch you then.
And on that note, this feels like an appropriate time to bring this video to a close. Thank you ever so much for everybody that tunes in and watches these things. Your comments and support is greatly appreciated as always. And so until the next time, do take care. Bye bye.